Hello guys, my name is David. I'm the founder CEO of Clinsignatures Limited. We are specialized in health first shoe cleaning services, where we protect your health from infections caused by dirty shoes while keeping your shoes pristine and clean for the lifestyle. So it's a way of we connecting healthcare, we connecting footwear care with healthcare, so that's what we do. That's our solution. So my first question here for the week says, tell us about a specific moment this week when you felt things were working really well. What happened and why? Last week, maybe coming from my background as a marketing specialist, I understand that you need to have a deep pulse, as a startup or as a company, to have a chance in the market, to get that visibility for your product or your service in the market. So I know we don't have that deep pulse, so I decided to go the partnership route, to partner with brands. Before now, our value proposition to our prospective brand partners was based on brand association. So it was focused on giving our services to their clients, to their customers, as complimentary. So whoever buys from you, gets Clinsignatures service as a complimentary offer, from you as a brand. So as much as that sounds good in my head, I felt like it was going to work until reality, set in. I realized that strategy was not working for me. So I decided to try something different. That was last week. Yes. So I decided to try something different. I enjoyed myself in brainstorming a lot. Because I know that it's my responsibility as a CEO to bring in business, yes, to actually work on my business, not in my business. So I'm more focused on, partnership, bringing in business, trying to create strategies, to see how we can go from where we are to where we need to be. So I tried it, and boom, I got lots of feedbacks, and I felt really good about myself, and I've never been so proud of myself, as much as I did this week, because the responses were great, and we had a couple of, meetings with some of the brands that, I feel like we are moving, because of that single realization, that single realization that what am I doing wrong? You understand that? The challenge I had was trying to connect, different locations of each brand. When I was on my way back to Lekki, it was very challenging. Even though I was using Google Map, it was very challenging. If I went in Uber, it would have been easier because the driver would know his way to the locations, But I know that was going to cost me so much, So I was on a budget, and I needed to achieve really good results with what I had. So the first experience I had at iFitness, actually hit me differently, because I was not prepared for that response, So at that point, I felt discouraged, But at that point, I picked myself up and said, no, this is the more reason I need to achieve something today. So I shouldn't just go back home because I was not having a good time. I was not getting the kind of result I envisaged. So I picked myself up and I went to other brands, even though I could not locate some of them, but the ones I could locate, I went in, dropped my proposals, and guess what? Getting on that day, a brand reached out. As I was just getting on, a brand reached out. The decision I made this week that will shape my business going forward is the new strategy that I came up with, that I just developed. So I know it's going to enable me, enable us rather, achieve more partnerships with brands, easily, because of the results we're able to get in, the instance the strategy was implemented. So I think it's a strategy for me. I would say is the conversation I had with myself that will change everything for me this week. My advice to any entrepreneur, given my experience this week, would be perseverance. You have to be rugged. You have to be. You don't have to give up. You understand? On whatever you are working on. Strategic. Sorry, you have to be very strategic. You understand? You have to be very, very strategic. So being strategic, you have to be a strategic person. Yeah. So that is it. Once again, my name is David. I'm the founder, CEO of Clinsignatures Limited, and this is my weekly accounts.